Okay, so welcome to our morning sadhana. And today we're going to be focusing on strengthening our aura and creating a calm heart. So last night was the beginning of the new moon. It's our time to step into new intentions and new beginnings. So it's a great time to, bring forth some clarity and also raise our vibration and give us a little grounding. So we will go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and take an easy seat. Gently close your eyes. We'll take a few moments here just to get grounded. Just begin to tune into the breath. Feeling the breath starting from the pelvic bowl, rising up through the abdomen, up into the chest and into the shoulders. And feeling the air slowly come out, releasing from the shoulders and chest, down to the abdomen. And pulling that navel center towards the back of the spine to release all the air. And as you're breathing in, really focus on expanding that breath to all sides, not just coming up, but also expanding to the sides of the belly, to the back of the spine, filling up as much as you can. Beginning to feel your connection to the earth, supported and secure. Sitting up a little bit taller and tucking that chin down just a little bit and pushing the head back so it would feel like the back of the head and the spine are all resting against one wall. And imagine the crown, the top of your head opening up, connecting you to the universe above, divinity, source, whatever you want to connect to. And feel your connection from below and above, pulling energy in from the root, pulling energy down from the crown, connecting at that heart center. Bring the palms together and begin to rub them, creating heat between the hands. Preparing to tune in here. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, pressing both palms together, balancing the body, balancing the brain, balancing the energy. We will tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. I bow to the teacher within. I bow to the teachers before me. Followed by the Mangala Charan chant. Ad Gure Name, Jagad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Our chant of protection. And as we chant that, make sure you envision a white light surrounding you, sending you protection from all sides. We'll take a couple cleansing breaths before we tune in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. One more, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Bringing the eyes to the third eye center, we'll breathe in to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Adgare Name, Jagadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgare Name, Jagadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgare Name, Jagadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Take a deep inhale. Suspending the breath, applying root lock if it's in your practice, squeezing the rectum, sex organs, and navel, pulling that Kundalini energy up the spine. Squeezing. Exhale, release the hands, release root lock. And bring the right hand up and block the right nostril with the right thumb, the fingers pointing upward. We're going to be doing left nostril breathing, closing the eyes. If you can block the nostril without the hand, you can feel free to do that as well. Just breathing in and out of that left side. Opening up the channels. Inviting that pranic life force energy within the body. Our left side is our feminine, our moon energy, a place of love and compassion. Noticing the breath. Noticing the fullness. Noticing if there's a little bit of restriction on this side this morning. Just notice. And after you completely exhale out of that left nostril, release the hand. We'll go ahead and change sides, bringing the left hand up if you need to use your finger to block, blocking the left nostril, fingers pointing upward. Long, deep breathing out of the right side. Noticing the ease, or noticing any tightness, any restriction in the breath on this side. This is our masculine energy, the sun energy, our vitality, creativity, determination. Keeping that breath starting from that pelvic bowl, feeling it expand in the body. Now, after your next exhale, go ahead and lower the hand. And we'll take a deep inhale, suspending the breath. Exhale. We're going to be doing the breath in a circular motion. So we're going to be bringing that right hand up, and we're going to use the right thumb to block the right nostril. And you can use the ring finger or the pinky, whichever is more comfortable, to block that left nostril. So we're going to go ahead and block the right nostril. We'll inhale through the left, closing off the left, exhaling out the right, closing off the right, inhaling through the left, closing the left, exhaling out the right, closing the right, inhaling through the left, closing the left, exhaling out the right. And just continue with this circular breath. Inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. The mind begins to wander, you can always mentally chant Satnam. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Satnam meaning truth I am. Truth is my identity. And after you completely exhale out of that right side, we're going to reverse this cycle. Inhaling through the right, exhaling out the left, blocking the left, inhaling through the right, blocking the right, exhaling out the left. Continue this breath. Noticing the cleansing effects of clearing the breath channels. Balancing the breath from the both sides of the body. Helping to clear the mind. Balance our energy. Keeping the breath long and deep. Once you finish that exhale through the left, release the hands. We're going to go ahead and place our hands into Gyan Mudra. And this is going to be our index finger, our pointer finger, pushing that tip of the finger onto the thumb. Our thumb is our ego, and that index finger is our Jupiter finger. This is for our knowledge. It's our mudra of knowledge. Stretch the arms out over the legs. The elbows do not need to be perfectly straight, just allow them to relax on top of the knees. We're going to begin the breath of fire. And the breath of fire, we're going to be pumping that navel center, pushing the air out of our nose, and then we'll be breathing in through the nose. We're only focusing on that exhale. So as we exhale sharply out of the nose, the inhale should happen automatically. So we are just exhaling out the nose, and then that vacuum will happen so that the air will come right back in. If this is not in your practice or you're on your cycle, we're going to do long, deep breathing here. We'll be here for 1.5 minutes. We're going to begin pumping that air. Should kind of feel like the rhythm of a dog panting. Bring that visual focus to that third eye center between the brow point. Take a deep inhale, suspending the breath. Exhale. Just pausing here to feel the energy circulating in the body. Allowing the breath to regulate. Keeping that focus at that third eye center. Noticing the ease of the breath. Feeling the balance within. Keeping the breath long and deep. Starting at that pelvic bowl. Expanding to all sides of the body. And pulling that navel center towards the spine as the air releases. We're going to begin chanting long satnams. That's satna meaning truth I am. Truth is my identity. Take one cleansing breath before we begin. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. And inhale to begin. Sa. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Take a deep breath in. Suspending the breath, squeezing root lock if you wish. Holding that energy up. Holding. Exhale, release. You can release the mudra. Just pausing here. Go ahead and come into tabletop. We'll start out with some cat-cow. It's coming to the hands and knees. Inhaling as the belly drops down, tilting the head up. Exhaling as you round the spine. Moving with the breath. Moving fast or slow. Beginning to open up that lower spine. Feeling the stretch in the upper back. Moving with the breath. Mentally chanting Sat Nam if the mind begins to wander. Always coming back to that. It's always there for you to have. Closing the eyes, bringing that focus to that third eye center. Couple more rounds. Then coming into tabletop, taking a deep breath in, suspending the breath, applying root lock if it's in your practice. Exhale and go ahead and gently push those hips back, spreading the knees just a little bit, coming into child's pose. Reaching the arms forward. Just begin to open up the hips, sinking the hips back. Breathing deeply into that low back area. And gently walk the hands over to the left, stretching out that right side body. Breathing deeply into that right side. Walking the hands to the middle and over to the right. On the next exhale, walking them to center and slowly rising up. You can stay in. We're going to come to the seat and stretch the legs out in front. If you can reach the toes, feel free to grab them with the yogi toe hold, the pointer and the middle finger coming between the big toe and little toe, wrapping them around, and then taking that thumb and pushing it against the big toe nail on the big toe. We're going to inhale, stretch the spine, exhale, gently folding forward. So if you cannot reach your feet, we're just sitting up, inhaling, exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. Gently stretching that low back sciatic area, our life nerve. Closing the eyes if you can. And bringing that focus to that third eye center. Moving with the breath. A few more rounds here. And inhale, come up, suspend that breath, squeezing root lock. Exhale, release. Sitting up tall, and we're just gonna open the legs to a gentle, wide leg. And we're doing some more forward folding. We're going to inhale in the center, fold over the left leg. Inhale, center, folding over the right leg. Inhale, center, folding down in the center. And just going through that flow, left and right and center. Moving at your own pace, moving with your breath. Just enjoying waking up the body for the day. And take one more round. And once you complete the full round, we're going to spread the legs just a little bit wider. We'll go ahead and continue with this rotation. Inhaling center, exhaling, folding left. Inhale, center, exhale, folding right. Inhale, center, exhale, folding forward. Picking up the pace if you like. Still focused with the breath though. And taking one final round. Coming to center, taking a deep inhale. Suspending that breath. Exhale. We're going to come into a rock pose or easy seated. It's up to you. Rock pose is sitting on the heels, or if you need a block underneath to release pressure on the knees, you can sit on that as well. We're going to be doing some spinal twists. So we're going to place our hands back in that Gyan Mudra, pushing that right index finger to the thumb. So pushing those pads together. Bringing the arms out to cactus position. Arms parallel with the ground. We're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right, inhale left, exhaling right, closing the eyes, finding a rhythm with your breath. Bring that focus to that third eye center. Squeezing those fingertips together. Moving with the breath. Always coming back to that Sadhana if the mind begins to wander. Twisting to release the toxins in the body. Putting that slight pressure on the circulation. And then when we twist open, the blood flows a little bit more freely. And coming to the center, taking a deep inhale. Suspending that breath. Pulling in root lock. Exhale, release the arms. Just pausing for a moment to notice the sensations in the body. Go ahead and bring the arms out to the side. Stretching the arms open. We're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the left hand across the body, grabbing the left wrist with the right hand. And we're gently going to be pulling across and a little bit back. It's kind of like a seated thread the needle to stretch out that shoulder area. Just allowing that shoulder to relax and just pulling gently with that right hand. Keeping the breath long and deep. Pulling a little bit more on the exhale. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, we'll open up the arms. Exhale, right arm crosses the body, grabbing the right wrist with the left hand, allowing that right shoulder to relax. Pulling the arm gently across the body and gently a little bit back. Finding that sweet spot where you feel the stretch. And breathing deep, allowing the muscles to relax. Taking one more breath here. On the next inhale, opening up the arms. And exhale, bring the palms to the thighs. We'll just do a few neck rolls. Start in either direction. Pausing where you feel any kinks in the neck. And moving with the breath, inhaling as the head tilts back. Exhaling as the head drops forward. And gently changing directions. Again, noticing any tightness, any places you need to pause. Coming to center. So we're going to be strengthening the aura today. And we're going to be doing a modified version of our first part. So we're going to come into tabletop. And we're going to be, excuse me, we're going to be raising the leg and we're going to be doing somewhat of push-ups. So we're going to start with raising the right leg up in our tabletop. And we're just going to be coming down, exhaling as we come down, inhaling as we come up. So just gentle push-ups, bringing the chin to the ground. The right leg is lifted. Exhaling down, inhaling up. It's kind of like a seesaw between the head and the leg. Moving as slowly or quickly as you like. Mentally chanting that Sadhana. I have about 30 seconds to go. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Keep moving with the breath. Just a few more rounds. Go ahead and lower that right leg. We're going to go ahead and change legs. Lifting up that left leg. Go through the same thing. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Keeping that breath long and deep. "30 seconds to go." And finishing your last round and coming into tabletop. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale. And gently make your way to easy seated. Closing the eyes. Tuning into the sensations in the body. So this kriya that we're doing to strengthen the aura is also good for keeping disease away and will help with any digestive problems. And will strengthen the arms and extend the power of protection and projection in the personality. Just notice how the body feels. Does it feel energized, relaxed, maybe a little bit of both? How does the breath feel? The next part of our kriya, we're going to be doing some arm pumps. And the hands are a little bit tricky, so listening ears up. So we're going to put that left arm out with the left palm facing to the right. So as if you're going to shake somebody's hand with the left hand. Take that right hand, right arm, stretch it out, the right palm facing down. And we're going to place that right hand underneath the left hand. And then we're going to twist that right thumb pointing down to the ground and reaching that right hand up to grab the back of the left hand. So the right palm is on the back of the left hand, and we're just going to wrap the fingers around on both. And we're going to be inhaling, raising the arms to 60 degrees, exhaling them to parallel. So again, left arm out as if we're shaking a hand, and then right hand stretch out with the palm down, and then tilting that right thumb to the ground. So both palms are facing the same way. So both palms are facing to the right. And then we're going to just bring that right hand up behind the left and grab it. So we're grabbing the back of the left hand with the right palm. So the arms are just kind of crisscrossed. And then we're going to grab the fingers over with the right hand and grab the fingers with the left. So arms are fairly straight. And we'll inhale, raise them up to about 60 degrees. Exhale to back to parallel. And we'll be here for about a minute and a half. And we're just going to do that kind of chopping motion. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Eyes are closed, focusing in that third eye center. Trying to keep those elbows as straight as you can. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Keep an eye out if they're climbing up to the ears. Just a few more seconds. And inhaling, arms up. Suspending that breath, applying root lock. Pulling the energy up, spiraling up the spine to the crown and all the way back down. Exhale, release the arms. Allowing the body to settle, the breath to regulate. Allowing the lips to smile gently. And we have one more part to this Kriya. It's a pretty short Kriya. We're going to be doing some more arm movements. So the arms are going to be coming out to the sides, and they're going to be kind of like stretching back a little bit. And then we're going to, as we exhale, we're going to bring them forward and keep them about 6 inches apart. So inhale back, exhale forward, and the arms kind of snap back. So they're going to be, it's going to really stretch out that chest, opening the chest and snapping back. So inhale back, exhaling forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Not allowing those hands to touch. So really making sure they stop, those 6 inches apart. Should find a rhythm with the breath. Really feel that heart open. Keeping the arms straight, parallel to the ground. Mentally chanting that Satnam if the mind begins to wander. Not too much longer. Pushing through any weakness. And inhale, open. Suspend the breath. Exhale, release. Just sit in stillness, without a thought. Complete stillness. completely present. Notice the sensation of being completely present. Where time seems to stand still for just a moment. Go ahead and gently make your way down into Shavasana. Grabbing a blanket or a sweater to keep you warm, to keep that energy in the body. Just lying down with the palms facing upward. Getting really comfortable. Getting nice and cozy. And just notice the weight of the body in the ground. Feel heavy, feeling the hips heavy into the ground. The legs are heavy. Feel the weight of the heels. Feel the weight of the shoulders and the back of the head. Feel the arms heavy. The hands are limp. You feel oh so heavy. Like you're melting into the ground. Allowing that body to completely relax. You have nowhere to be, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just relax. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just relax. 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 I'm going to read you a poem by John O'Donohue called For a New Beginning. So as we step into this new moon, We step into our new beginnings. We want to, come from an open place and come with trusting in our own self and our own intuition. I just really enjoy this poem. It's called For a New Beginning. In out of the way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you are ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you. Noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered. Heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent. Wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight, when your courage kindled, and out you stepped onto new ground. Your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. Gently begin to bring awareness back into your body. Breathing a little bit deeper. Feeling the breath beginning to wake you up. Beginning to wiggle the fingers just a little bit. Perhaps turning the head to one side. And then the other. Wiggling the toes. Beginning to stretch the ankles and wrists. Perhaps rotating them, perhaps clenching and releasing. Perhaps the long morning stretch would feel good at this time. Let's tune into your body. What would feel good? A gentle supine twist, bringing the knees to the chest and allowing them to fall to one side. Or perhaps lying on the back, going into happy baby, grabbing the soles of the feet and rocking from side to side. Just begin to slowly wake up the body and whatever feels good to you in this moment. Taking one more minute here before we meet an easy seated. And gently making your way to easy seated pose for a final meditation. So we're going to be doing a meditation for a calm heart. The home of the subtle force of pranas in our lungs and heart. And the posture is going to create a feeling of calmness and stillness, bringing us release of anxiety and some mental clarity. And this meditation will also help clear perception to relationships with yourself and with others, um, and helping you to kind of come to that place of stillness before knowing what to do or what to say. So helping you to tune inward so you can act with that full heart. So we're going to be sitting in our easy pose with a light neck lock. So that's tilting that chin a little bit down and back, feeling that the back of the head and the spine are even. Our right hand is going to be in Gyan Mudra. So that's the index finger and the thumb together. And it's just going to be, the elbow is going to be loose and the fingers are going to be pointed up. And that left hand is going to be placed just right on top of the chest, right at that heart center. So go ahead and gently close your eyes. And we'll be here for 7 minutes. So now as we do the breath, we're going to be focusing on long, deep breathing. However, we are going to be pausing at the top Suspending the breath at the inhale and also suspending the breath at the exhale. The eyes are closed, or you can keep them just a little bit open, 1/10 open if you'd like. So just start tuning into that breath. Inhaling slowly and deeply. Suspending it at the top. Raising the chest just a little bit. Holding it as long as you can. And exhaling smoothly and slowly. Pulling in that navel just a little bit to make sure you get all that air out. And then holding the breath out as long as possible. So finding your own rhythm, your deepest breath, holding it as long as you can at the top of the breath, as well as at the exhale. Trying to hold the breath out a little bit longer each time because it's often quite uncomfortable for us. Holding the breath out at the exhale often brings in fear. That fear of the inability to breathe. So the more we can tune into that, the more we can learn that all is okay when that breath is out. The more we can release some anxiety that we may hold. And make sure you're not gasping or straining when you hold that breath out. We want to feel comfortable without that breath in the body. Concentrate on the flow of the breath. Being purposeful, regulating each bit of the breath with complete awareness. That mind begins to wander. Always bring in Sadhana, truth I am. Truth is my identity. Under the left palm is the natural home of the prana, our life force energy. And we're bringing complete stillness here. Bringing calmness to the heart. In our right hand, bringing us action and analysis. In a receptive, relaxed mudra in the position of peace. Inhaling and suspending the breath. Exhaling and holding that breath out. Feeling that rise and fall of the chest. Feeling the calmness and stillness. I'm going to take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Lowering the hands. Just taking a couple moments here. Noticing any sensations you feel in the body, you feel in the heart. Any tingling in the fingers. Gently bring your hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. And we'll close our practice with one long Satnam. Take one cleansing breath, deep inhale. Exhaling out the mouth. And inhale to chant. Satnam. May this new moon cycle bring you inspiration, clarity, positivity, success, health, and wealth. May it bring you peace and joy and bliss. May you take the calmness you've created today and carry that with you. Thank you for joining me. Satnam and Namaste.